everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Smile by Holly. So it's wonderful to have you here, and today we are talking about all things Disney. I thought it would be fun to make some Disney embellishments for, all those Disney crafts, like cute tags or cute cards, or maybe put them in a mini album. I am actually in a Facebook group called PHA. It's Paper Hoarders Anonymous, and they take the whole month of September to do Disney projects. And so they have just finished doing some Disney embellishments. And so I got all excited and I thought, hey, I want to make some Disney embellishments. The first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to show you some of the things that I've cut out with my silhouette. However, if you don't have a cutting machine, hang on. I'm going to show you what I've cut out with my silhouette, all the fun things you can do with that. But then I'm also going to show you how you can make all of these embellishments without a cutting machine. It's so super stinking simple. So let me just show you these cute little Minnie and Mickey ghosts. Aren't those just so cute? Here's a cute Minnie and Mickey coffee cup. Aren't those just fun? Now, if you're wondering where I got all of these files, if you go on to Google and you type in free Disney SVG images, it will pull up a ton of different images that you can actually copy and then bring into your silhouette software. And then all you need to do is trace them, and you've got all these fun, cute little embellishments that you can make. So there's a cute red candy apple and a cute chocolate little popsicle. Here's a cute Minnie and Mickey bat. Now granted, I have to say that when you do have a cutting machine, it goes maybe a little bit faster, because you can either cut the images out like I did here with the black glitter paper, or you can do a print and cut. And this is what I've done with the little Frankensteins, is I've just printed, then traced around it and done a cut. However, you will be amazed at what we will be able to actually make with just a circle punch and a heart punch. So a few more things to show you. There's a cute little skeleton that I thought was over the top cute. A couple of fun little balloons. You've got to have some mini bows, and I've just put a little bit of bling onto those. And then this is absolutely my favorite. Now this one I think would be a little difficult to just make on your own, just because these cuts are so intricate. So other than this one, we will be making all of these with just a simple circle punch. So, but look how cute that is. Oh my goodness, that's so dainty and delicate. And I will leave the link for all of these files, if you do have a cutting machine, to where you can go on and download all of these for free. So that's what I've cut out with my silhouette, but let's go ahead and get started making these with just a simple circle punch. And then I've used a heart punch for the bow. I'm going to bring in just some white paper so we have kind of a surface to work on. And like I say, if you have a circle punch, probably a couple different sizes, a bigger one or a smaller one, you can make all of these crafts. Now what I ended up doing, if you don't have a circle punch, no, don't worry. You could do a simple just trace of anything that you have at home. This is just a glue bottle. Find something that's the size that you want, and you can just cut out a circle on your own. Obviously, a punch would make it that much faster. Now, what I have done, I'm going to bring in all of my punches. I went ahead and I just punched out a ton of circles. Some were a little bit bigger, and some were a little bit smaller for our cute little Minnie and Mickey ears. So let me bring all of these in, and we will start making some of these fun, cute little Disney embellishments. So look at that fun orange one. I thought that could be our pumpkin. And let's just go ahead and start, and I'll show you how I did these. Okay, let's start with our little Frankenstein. So what I did is I just took a green circle, okay? I layered a black one on it. Now what we're going to do is we are just going to cut one of our black ones, which is the exact same size, just kind of in a jagged. Like I say, no machine is needed. You are just cutting out a jagged Frankenstein hairline. Let's bring in another one. So there are two right there. Now we just have to add our ears. Look how simple. Okay, I'm going to take just a minute and get these glued on. I've got two here. I think we'll make one of them a girl. Now what I have done is I have just taken two hearts, okay, and I've glued them together at the point. And I thought this kind of mimicked Minnie's bow. I'm just going to glue those together. And then we'll pop that down. Now this might be a little bit big for this little Frankenstein. Let's see what we think. Oh no, I think it's okay. So let me get that glued though for a minute. It's fallen apart on me. Okay. So we'll lay just those two hearts that are glued together. And then bring in some of our cute little sparklies. And I think when you put this right in the middle, that turns it into a really cute mini bow. Isn't that just fun? So there are our two little Frankensteins. Now we do have to add the little things on the side, and I have just I cut out what looks to be like a fat letter T. And I just did that freehand. I'm going to add these on to our side. I'm not very good at freehand, so I actually cut these out ahead of time just because I knew it would take me a minute. And I'm not quite sure if that's exactly proportionate. I think they might be a little bit big for her head. But you know what? We are going to call it good. So look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. So there's our first two. And all we used was a circle punch of two different sizes and then a heart punch for the bow. And then I just free cut that out. So here's our little pumpkin. And I've cut out some hearts in black paper. Let me grab those. I thought if we're going to have a pumpkin, we need to have Minnie's bow be black. So let's glue these two hearts together. And I should probably put a little stem on this pumpkin just so it looks a little bit more like a pumpkin. So let me get Minnie's bow down. And we'll add a little bling. So how are you guys doing today? You know, I think it's fun that we're starting Halloween crafting. And not all of these embellishments are Halloween. Some of them are just fun Disney embellishments like the Candied Apple and the coffee cup. But I did want to add a little bit of kind of a Halloween flavor because Halloween's just around the corner. So you know, you could definitely make some lines on this orange to kind of mimic a pumpkin, but hey, I think just that orange and black screams pumpkin. So let's do another one. Let's make us a carameled apple. And I just took another green one, okay, a green circle, And I'm just going to kind of cut down at the bottom so it mimics, you know, like the caramel is kind of oozing down the green apple. We'll glue that on. Okay, so there's our carameled apple. Now it needs a little bit of a stick, and it needs some little mini ears. So let me grab some browns. I just can't even tell you how simple this is. It's like, use your imagination. And also you can go on to Google and just look at the images and kind of get some ideas that way. I think when I did my print and cut and my cutouts with my machine, I was like, oh, that's so simple. You know, we don't even really need a machine. So there's my little carameled apple, and I'm going to add a stick coming out of the top of his head. Okay, so that looks almost good enough to eat. Okay, let's make a candied apple now. Now what I did with this is I did the circle for the head. Let me get 2 red circles for the ears. Well, we'll just use this one because it's already put together. But then I just cut out an oval shape. Now we're just kind of mimicking it so it's kind of like a red candy apple. And then that's where kind of the candy has pooled. So that's just an oval, guys. We've got our circle, our 2 ears, and then just an oval. And once again, I just got some brown paper and cut a straight line for a stick. Let's add a little stick onto our candied apple. I have to say, I think I like carameled apples better than candied apples. I like candied apples, but I really like the caramel. So look how cute that is. I have a bow punch that I just cut out a couple of extra bows. We'll put that there, add a little bit of bling to our candied apple. What do you guys like? Do you like carameled apples or do you like candied apples? Okay, so there is a little mini candied apple. So fun, so cute. Okay, so let's make a bat. And I just kind of copied the bat. Let me bring this little mini in. I just copied the bat that I found on the internet. Now I'm just going to kind of freehand some wings. Like I said, I'm not very good at freehanding things, so if they're a little bit wonky. So I think that looks close enough. Let's put our circle in the middle. Perfect. Like I say, I'm not very good at freehanding, so the wings are, I probably could have made that a little bit sharper. There, that's a little bit better. Okay, let's add our black ears. So there is our little Minnie or Mickey bat. And I think we'll add some eyes. Once again, I just cut out really thin ovals. You know, these are just simple shapes, guys. So no excuses here. This is just a super simple oval. Other than it's a little bit hard to pick up the little tiny ones with my nails. Okay, let's add a nose. Okay, and there is our bat. Now, I did cheat, and I cut the mouth out with my machine. You could certainly use a white pen. They have those gel pens, but my gel pen has dried up. And so rather than draw a mouth, I actually cut my mouth out just because my gel pen is completely dry. But there is our little bat. And I think our little bat needs another bow. Do we want red? Yeah, let's do a red bow on this one. We'll add a red mini bow. If I could, I would probably make all of my Disney embellishments with a bow. So if there's more mini embellishments, I'm a little bit partial. Not that I don't like Mickey, but more so that I really like bows. That's kind of funny. Okay, that bow is kind of overshadowing the ears. I didn't have a smaller heart punch, but I think it'll be just fine. By the time we add a little bit of bling on the middle part, should be just fine. Now, if you have a die cut punch that cuts out little bows, this was actually a die cut that I ran through my Sizzix. You know, you could certainly add that type of bow. But there is our little mini bat. Now it's just freehand. So, hey, I'm doing good. Let's make a balloon. Here's one that's already put together. And I just kind of cut kind of like a moon shape to mimic the look of the balloon on this little guy. And then I cut a triangle for the little thing where you blow the balloon up. And I'm just going to take a little bit of ribbon. We'll add ribbon onto this. Now that balloon is cute. Look at that cute little balloon. I think we need a bow. This is one of my bow punches. It's very, very, very old, and I think it's a little bit big for this, but I still think it's cute, so we're going to use it. So there's my little mini balloon. Let's make another one. Let's make a purple balloon. So my question is, has anybody been back to Disneyland? You know, it's opened up, and I think they have restrictions. I think they can only let so many people in at the park at a given time, or they're definitely not at full capacity. But I just wondered, you know, have you guys been, and what is it like? I mean, I wonder if it's better without all the crowds, or are you still kind of nervous with COVID? I actually work in a hospital, and so we are still like fully masked. We're actually gloved, and we have face shields because I work in the cancer department, the radiation department. So it's a little bit different where I work, but we're still full everything. But I'm just wondering, how is it at Disneyland? It just sounds fun. It sounds fun, fun, fun. Now I'm going to cut out a little triangle for the blow part. The blow part. Do you guys know what I mean? Oh, brother. I think if you know what I mean, then we're all good. You know, some of these little pieces are just so little. So we'll glue that little triangle down. Once again, just super simple shapes that we're using. And then let's glue a little tiny piece of ribbon back here. Okay. So there's my Minnie and Mickey balloon. Alrighty, there's only a couple more that I just wanted to do with you really quick. And one is a ghost. And so what I think will work is I'm actually going to trace the head of our ghost. And then I'll just kind of eyeball it and go out. Like I said, oh my gosh, I'm not very good at freehand, but hey, it's a ghost. I should be just fine making this. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, we did just fine. We did just fine. Let's put some black ears on him. I've always wanted to know how to draw better. And then finally, I was just like, you know what? It's not going to happen. So I kind of like threw in the towel. But yeah, that's good. It's a cute little ghost. And then I made some black ovals. Let me grab those. Actually, I used what are those called? A paper punch. Not a paper punch. Just a really teeny tiny paper punch that you would use in an office. And I've made some circles. We'll use these for his eyes. A hole punch. Oh my goodness, that just totally escaped me for a minute. Okay, so there's that. And once again, I'm going to resort to one of my mouths that I cut out. I actually have a black pen, so I could probably just draw this on, but we're going with that. I think I'll spread his ears out just a little bit. Sometimes I get him too close. So there's our little ghost, and it does need a bow. I was at Costco the other day, and oh my goodness, they had the cutest little kid costumes. I was dying. And I have 4 little grandkids, and I wanted to buy each of them a costume. And I thought, no, Holly, you just need to wait and let their moms get them. But okay, so there is our cute little ghost. Oops, her bow flipped off. Her bow flipped off. Okay, so let's make us a cute little ice cream on a stick. Let me bring in some brown. Grab me some ears. And then what I'm going to do is on one of my ears, we're going to just take a bite out of it. So I'm just going to take one of my ears and just kind of cut. I guess you could say that was almost like a bat wing, just kind of a bite. That reminds me of that commercial, take a bite out of crime. Ah. Anyway, okay, so there is our cute little ice cream on a stick, and it's got a bite taken out of his ear. Do you see how simple that was? Simple, easy peasy. So now let's add our stick on the other end. There's one of my sticks. There's our little ice cream on a stick. Let's add a bow. I think our ice cream on a stick needs a red bow. So let's do a red bow. Actually, I've had one of these before, and they are yummy, 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 yummy. I think it makes it more fun too because they're in the shape of a Mickey. Don't you think? Isn't that funny that it would actually taste better? But it does. I don't know why, but it does. Okay, let's put a little jewel in the middle. You gotta have the jewel. Okay, and there is our little chocolate mini ice cream. So thank you so much for joining me today. You know, it was fun to show you some of the things that I had done with my silhouette machine, and then just how easy it is to switch it up and do it completely without a machine. So fun. And you know, with Halloween just around the corner, I thought this would be, you know, a fun thing to make. You should check out this Facebook group. Once again, it's called PHA, Paper Hoarders Anonymous. I love that. It makes me laugh every time because I happen to be probably the biggest paper hoarder. But anyway, it's a really fun group. One of the ladies that runs it is Christian, and she has her own YouTube channel. It's called Christian's Crafty Adventures. And oh my goodness, can I just tell you, I love all of the things that she does. She is really, truly an inspiration to me. So check her out also. And anyway, thank you again for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll see you on the next video. Good night, everybody.